Hey guys, this is Alex with ReVampTV. Welcome back. Now that 2017 has come to a close, we're able to see if the new technologies that were just on the brink of breaking through at the end of 2017 will live up to their potential in the new year, 2018. With new waves of technology, there's really endless ways that things can go in the future. But it's all speculation, so let's look at some stats, let's look at some examples, and we'll kind of talk through some of these new emerging technologies and make some predictions as to where they might be towards the end of 2018. Qi charging, or wireless charging. Qi charging actually originated in 2008, but it wasn't until years later that it actually gained a lot of popularity due to the fact that Samsung and Apple both started to release more and more phones that actually were compatible with Qi charging. More and more people started to rely on it as they realized that it eliminates the need for a charging cord amongst other issues that you have with the cords themselves, such as fraying and random interruptions in connection. It's also a lot less taxing on the physical body of the phone because you aren't plugging and unplugging things constantly from that charging port. So your charging port, when you do need to use it, will be in tip-top shape as opposed to it being worn out and kind of weathered from all the times you've unplugged and plugged it back in. I think it makes sense to expect more restaurants and public places and coffee shops to have Qi charging pads and have Qi charging tables because it is something that requires little power but goes a long way, especially if someone forgets their cord and has a newer phone that actually works with the Qi charging interface. It's just a convenient technology to have, and I can see it happening a lot more in public spaces. 3D printing, or additive manufacturing technology, has actually been around for like 30 years. But didn't regain mainstream success until the craft as a whole became more accessible to the general public. Its integration with popular trends and other technologies put it back into the limelight, and now it's in its prime. And it's doing a lot more good than just your novelty applications that you might think of off the top of your head, like printing miniature replica statues of your dog or something similar to that. There's actually practical and extremely beneficial uses for the technology that are constantly being advanced and researched to better the world in general. Originally, you were only really able to print with plastic, but with recent advances in the craft, you are now able to print on other materials, which makes it even more accessible and allows it to be applied in more situations. It's being implemented into the medical field. People are building prosthetic limbs with the technology. 3D printing will no doubt continue to grow. Some sources even suggest that the manufacturing and the industrial side of things will double from where it was in 2016 by the end of 2018. And on the consumer side of things, as I said earlier, the equipment is becoming way less expensive than it once was, which makes it more accessible to schools and families and other people that want to get into this technology, and will therefore enhance the craft even more. And who knows, in 10 years, this might just be a common core class in your children's classrooms. Now let's take a look at virtual reality. A lot of people thought 2016 would be the year of virtual reality, that it would finally break through and become the multi-billion-dollar industry that so many people thought it would be for so long. But at the end of 2016, those expectations had once again crashed and burned. However, halfway through 2017, that industry started to build some momentum finally, and into the holiday season started to produce more units, prices dropped, the promotions and the deals did really well for the production and sales of the devices, and it's pretty safe to say that virtual reality has started to become what so many people thought it would. Wireless headphones. Wireless headphones have become increasingly popular over the last decade, especially with the introduction of Apple's iPhone 7, which did not have an auxiliary jack, and drove a lot of people into frustration because they always had to remember that little lightning to auxiliary jack adapter. Without that adapter, many people's favorite headphones became useless with the iPhone because without that adapter, there was no connection that could be made. A lot of people made the choice to transition to wireless headphones because they didn't have to worry about that adapter. Also, headphones were then more versatile with a wider range of devices without having to worry about extra cords or extra adapters that they would have to keep with them at all times. People are starting to realize that Bluetooth is a great technology that is both convenient and extremely versatile when it comes to working across multiple devices. There are a lot of people that still prefer to use headphones in the wired variety. However, wireless headphones are becoming increasingly popular, and I wouldn't be surprised that maybe not by the end of 2018, but by the end of 2019 and 2020 that you see most people using wireless headphones out of convenience and ease of use. 4G internet was introduced in 2010, which means that we've been using that technology for over 7 years now. But by the end of 2018, it looks like we will finally see 5G internet. Verizon has confirmed and announced that they are going to release the 5G broadband connection to multiple markets starting in Sacramento, California. Eventually, this will obviously be worldwide and will improve the speed and efficiency of wireless connectivity across the world. This will be way faster than the 4G that we're used to and will improve the experience with the internet, whether it be mobile or at home. 2018 seems like it's going to be a pretty interesting year in the tech industry. Can we expect these technologies to fully take over and fully break through as we expected them to, or will they kind of fizzle out like VR once did and kind of lay low for a couple of years before they really break through? Let me know what you think in the comments. Click the button on the screen to subscribe. This is Alex with ReVampTV, and I'll see you next time.